cannot believe how busy it is. It's just after midnight. So that's the dump cake that I want to shop my larder, shop my fridge, try and use up what we've got in the house and not spend the money going food shopping. Oh, looks really cute. What are you most looking forward to trying? I think the spicy tomato. Good morning and welcome back to a new weekend vlog. It's Friday today. I'm going to film this over the next couple of days. It's a work weekend for us, so we're trying to squeeze in some fun stuff to do with you as well. We are going to Stansted Airport tonight, so we'll take you along with us. Haven't ever been there before, and it's quite a drive from us. We thought with it being London it wouldn't be that far, but it's quite a distance. Holly's been to Portugal with her boyfriend, so they've had a lovely week there. So we're going to go and pick them up. Their flight gets in about 11:30 tonight. So we're going to turn it into a little bit of a date night, a little bit of an adventure, and make it really fun. I don't know, we just fancy doing something. Even though we're working a weekend, we want to break it up and do something fun. So just something easy, quick, but like I said, just to break the weekend up. So let me know what you do when you need to do something fun, just to change the scenery. Do you have a little cafe to go, a little bar that you like? Let us know what you like to do. Go for walks when you need a change of scenery. I've been editing the Florida videos. I am having so much fun. I love editing them so much, I really do. So I got up really early. I was at my desk at 6 this morning to start editing the next one. I'm trying to get ahead. We've got my dad coming over from the States very soon. We have an absolutely crazy couple of months. Everything, you know, each week you've got so much going on, and it's all to do with other people. It feels like we're not in control of any of the plans. So I'm trying to get ahead with my videos and get them scheduled. So I'm going to finish this video and then I am kit packing in the other room. I have just finished creating this page. I am super pleased with this. Been using watercolours and a stencil, and this is from a napkin. I've been doing a page about the little Disney orange bird, and it's got a little pocket, a photo pocket with a pulling out bit as well, with some journaling. I'm really chuffed with that page. That video will be going up on Monday, so I've recorded that ready. I'm feeling really flaky. I don't know whether it's the heat or anything like that, you know, just when your legs feel really wobbly. So I had a look in the cupboards and I really fancy a fish finger sandwich. Haven't had a fish finger sandwich for ages, but it's one of those things I could always eat. I just love a fish finger sandwich. So I've just popped some fish fingers under the grill. I'm just feeling like I need some carbs, something like that. And I've just topped up my water as well because I know I'm not drinking enough and it's very, very warm outside. I'm currently packing kits. This is July kit packing. I've been ploughing my way through these, so I'm going to come back to the packing table. Excuse all the smoke in here. Let you into a little fact about me. You know, I cook from scratch everything. I make my own bread, I make my own sauces. Everything is made from scratch here, but if I ever do any basic oven cooking or anything like that, I burn it. And Aid's just come in from the outside and said, Lisa, they're burning. And the kitchen was full of smoke. I've completely burnt the fish fingers. I was sat indoors scrolling Instagram and completely forgot that the fish fingers were under the grill. Now find that side. Oh, not so good that side. Oh. There we go. And you can hardly tell that they're burnt underneath. We've both got ketchup with them. Right, this is what I found to watch whilst I kit pack. There we go, false positive, that's what it's called. I have to say, when I'm kit packing and I'm stood here for several days at a time, finding something good on TV is my saviour. It really, really helps. My chosen kit packing snack today are ready salted crisps with some Twiglets mixed in. Time's ticking on a little bit. It's, I don't know what time it is. It's later than it should be though. I've been trying to use up bits and pieces from the fridge this week. As you know, I just realised I've left the fridge door open. It was Holly's birthday last weekend. I did a massive shop. Not only that shop that you saw me doing Lidl, I ended up getting Morrison's shop as well. And we ended up with so much food. I've pre-cooked so much. So this week we've actually been using up what's in the house. I had a load, I'm going to close that fridge door. I had quite a lot of tomatoes going over. They were becoming quite soft. So yesterday I made up a great big batch of tomato sauce, just tomatoes, onions, herbs, garlic, and whizzed it all down. A tin of tomatoes is in there as well. Whizzed it all down to make this really yummy tomato sauce. I was going to use that to make chili today, and we were fancying homemade chili cheese fries, but I've only just finished work and we are supposed to be at Friends at 7, and so we're going to have exactly what we had last night, and that's the homemade tomato sauce with pasta. I think in this video as well we're going to be talking a little bit more about using up what you've already got. I'd quite like to discuss that a little bit. I'm going to be doing the weekly menu based on what we've got in the larder and in the fridge. I'm going to try and get away with not doing a food shop this week and just use up what we've got. So I did pre-cook some meals before we went to Florida. I've still got those in the freezer. So I'm just going to go through fridge, freezer and larder and make a menu based on what we've got. So it's called shopping from your larder. You just literally go through, see what you've got and make meals according to what you've got in your home, rather than making up a menu based on what you fancy and then having to go shopping. I'm going to see if I can save a whole week's worth of food shopping money, because I spent so much last week, and see if I can save a week's worth of shopping. So I'll see if I can do that. Yes, we're visiting friends tonight. Really, really excited. They've just come back from Florida. We can't wait to see them. They've been back a few days and I've been dying to hear their stories. So we're going to go and see them, and then we're going to drive to Stansted and pick up Holly and her boyfriend. There we go, second night in a row, but we loved it last night, so we're really excited to have it again. And this is such a super cheap meal. The spaghetti per pack costs 30 something p from Lidl, and that made enough for 4 meals. So I've done 2 nights worth, and I've just topped it with a little bit of cheese. So it's pence per meal, super, super cheap meal. That's all right, Aid. Aid's getting water for the table. If you want any, thanks Aid, if you want any meal recommendations for doing meals on a budget at the moment, I know food has become so expensive. If that's something you'd like me to talk a little bit more about in videos, let me know. I'm more than happy to do it. Any excuse to talk about food or cooking. I think that might be my new favourite dinner now. That pasta sauce.
That was really nice.
Was better than what we had in Olive Garden, wasn't it? Even if I say so myself. And I think I might make a batch of it up tomorrow. Because you can use it then for like lasagnas, chilies and anything like that, can't you? Both kids will eat it as well. I might make up a batch and then I can show you guys properly as well, just in case anybody else wants to make it. We're just on our way to our friends. I'm so excited to see them, are you?
Yes, yeah, no, I can't wait.
Can't wait. And
see how the trip was.
Holly and her boyfriend are at the airport in Lisbon, aren't they?
Yes.
She said it's very, very busy and a very small terminal, so they've got 2 hours before boarding, or before the flight leaves. And is it about a 2.5 hour
I think so,
flight,
yeah.
I think, from Lisbon to here. So we're going to just stay for a couple of hours and then we're going to go and pick them up.
Yep.
A lovely evening with friends, listening about their trip. We're on the M25, getting towards Heathrow, driving to Stansted. I hate going past lorries, it freaks me out. Holly's flight's been delayed. It's 11 o'clock, her flight's due in about 12:30. It's quite a distance from us, Stansted. Never been there before, so it's a complete first. We're hoping to have a little cheeky, sneaky, very late Mackie D's. Holly and Bobby are very hungry, aren't they?
Yeah. We're going to have 2 cheeky McDonald's, aren't we?
You reckon?
Yeah.
We pulled up at the McDonald's just right close to Stansted. We cannot believe how busy it is. It's just after midnight and we've managed to get a space, but the place is rammed. The drive-through queue is ginormous, but we've managed to get a space. I think we're going to run in, aren't we? And Holly's flight is due in about half an hour, isn't it?
I think so, yeah.
So it's quite nice timing. And thank you to everybody, by the way, that's helped us on Instagram stories with them helping for parking at Stansted today. See why it's so busy everywhere. The McDonald's is actually closed. It's only drive-through, so everyone's trying to drive through, but it's really tiny little roads, isn't it? Not much parking. So the place is rammed. We were going to come back with Holly and let them get something, but you can't return, or you can only be here for 60 minutes and you can't return within 60 minutes, so we're not going to be able to do that.
Just to avoid any issues or things like that.
We don't want a £100 fine, so we're going to pick up food for them, so they're going to have their burgers cold, I think.
They'll probably be cold anyway.
Yeah. I've just got this feeling that she's going to land and we're still going to be in the queue.
We can't do anything about it. Just have to wait.
Our date night hasn't gone to plan, has
No.
it? What's plan B? We usually have a plan B.
Just go home.
That's a long drive home. Plan B was we gave up.
Yeah.
The queue wasn't really moving and we're at a point where we could still leave the queue. So we've done that. We were worried, weren't we, that we were just going to be stuck in a point where we couldn't get in or out and that Holly's flight would come in. So we've pulled over. Her flight's due in, 8 minutes?
Yes, yeah, it is, yeah.
And then we're going to go and see if we can find food with her. We've ended up running into the Marks and Spencer's here at the garage. Aid's got a prawn sandwich. I've got an egg and tomato. The kids have both got a sandwich as well, and their plane has just landed, so we're going to go and try and find them. No idea where we're going. Apparently they're out, and it says minimum fee to pick up is £7. So you can't even pick up for free. We found them. We didn't get to bed. What time did we get to bed in the end?
4 o'clock.
About 4. And we're back up at 8:30 this morning. Louie's gone off to a festival. He's been picked up. North London. He's in strict instructions to make the last train tonight. But he wants to see the Wombats, who are playing last. I don't know what will happen if he doesn't get on the last train. I won't be impressed. And we're now also wondering who's picking him up from the train station. He hasn't asked us, but his friend's parents just took him, so I'm wondering if the expectation is for us to pick him up at goodness knows what time. Don't know, it's going to be a long weekend, I think. I would like to clean out the fridge today and meal plan for the week. I want to make a big batch of tomato sauce, and we have Holly and her boyfriend over. Well, Holly's living here at the moment anyway. Her boyfriend's here till lunchtime, so I'm going to make them something. Saying that, I was going to make nice for breakfast, but he doesn't eat breakfast. But I was thinking about making a peach dump cake. Holly loves dump cake, and I might just make one so it's there, and then she can just help herself and have it whenever. So I think I might make that as well. But it is a work day, so there's going to be work as well. And Aid's on coffee duty. Are we having coffee? Oh, we're having decaf. You're not wanting a bit of caffeine this morning?
Caffeine?
Oh, don't worry, you've done that now.
No, because it's all clean anyway.
Shall we have a bit of caffeine this morning?
Was that wet though?
Don't worry, you've done it now. Let's keep that. So I'm going to pretend this is a breakfast dump cake. That's what I'm making right now. I would usually make it for dessert, like an alternative to a crumble, but it's going to be for breakfast today, because you can have whatever you want, can't you?
McDonald's.
Roast dinner sandwich, perfect breakfast.
McDonald's.
No, not after last night. I'm definitely not going back to McDonald's. I'm doing a proper cheats version. This is peaches, a tin of peaches. That's all there is. I've done it with fresh blueberries before. I've done it with apples. I've done it, obviously stew your apples first. I've done it with all kinds of fruits, a mix of tin and fresh, depending on what I'm using up. But today it's super quick, and it's just a tin of peaches, and the oven is on 180. To run this past you, in the bowl I have got 1 1/4 cups of flour, plain flour thereabouts, a cup of caster sugar, heaped teaspoon of baking powder, and some salt. And I am going to mix this up. When you search for dump cake online, it's always an American recipe, and it's always with a packet of cake mix, and you literally throw it on top with butter. However, I don't like to use mixes, so I'm just making my own dry mix. And the recipe is called dump cake because you literally dump it on top. There we go, this is that floury mixture. Just going right there on top of the fruit. To make it a bit more breakfasty, I've added some oats, and then I've got some butter, about 4 ounces. I've done a little bit more, and I'm just dumping that on top. I will do a sprinkle more of sugar, and that's going in the oven. Holly and Bobby bought us back, is it pastel de natas? I don't know if I said it right. The little custard tarts, traditional from Portugal. We're going to heat these up a little bit and have these for breakfast. So that's the dump cake, bubbling away, looking very, very yummy. And these are our pastel de natas. I probably just said it wrong again. They look so cute. The custard tart from Portugal was so lovely, really, really flaky pastry, and it was just really vanilla-y, really creamy. It was so delicious. Holly's been showing us all her stuff. She bought a really nice leather jacket in a charity shop for 15 euros. Found the make inside, looked it up, and it was about 350 euros, so that was a good find. She bought some beautiful ceramics, and I've kept the tissue paper that it came in. I'm going to use that on my journals. She also collected a few bits and pieces like business cards and that as well as mementos, and some tinned fish, which takes me on to the next thing. She was watching the Richard, I can't say his name, Ayuade, something like that. We love him from the IT crowd, his travel series. And it was there when he was in Lisbon that she found a few places that she wanted to visit. And one of them was a tinned fish restaurant. It's so cool. She's been showing me all the photos, and we've just watched his program back, and we're going to be inspired by that and have some tinned fish for lunch. So we're going to nip to Waitrose, get some like pilchards and some sardines, and do almost like a little bit of a tapas type thing for lunch with some bread and fish and salad. But there's some really cool places. Let us know if you've been to Lisbon. Love her photos, loving her stories. And we're going to recreate a Portuguese lunch that she had out there. So these are the tins that we've chosen. The packaging is so cute. So Holly really fancied the sweet cured mackerel. We've got the sardines with lemon. Holly also picked up these just to go with some pasta dishes. And then this one, I was just saying as well, these lids make me nervous because they're so sharp, Holly. The essential one. Oh, it's like a little hidden Mickey on there, I just realised. In a spicy tomato sauce. These were just £1. I think these were really cheap, weren't they? About £1 something. So we're just going to like plate it all up and pretend we're in Lisbon. Did anyone else have this when they were a kid? We used to have it on toast all the time. I think it was £1.20 for that great big tin. And we picked up some fresh olive rolls as well. I'm going to slice them all up, and then the idea is we kind of like load everything up with the fishy bits. Our little Portuguese banquet, and we're going to eat in the garden. It looks so cute. It just all looks really cute.
Yeah, it's really olive oil, isn't it?
Yeah, that's true actually. Yeah, we don't really need the butter. It all looks really cute. What are you most looking forward to trying? I think the spicy tomato. Good morning and happy Sunday. It's about to be those really, really hot days that everyone's talking about in the news. So I'm going to clean up my fridge. I'd planned to do that anyway. And just take note of what food I've got. Plan for the week ahead. Plan some nice meals that are easy, light. And like I said, I want to shop my larder, shop my fridge. Try and use up what we've got in the house and not spend the money going food shopping. So that's what we're about to go do. So since last week when we had the barbecue party, I haven't actually done anything in here. We have got stuff that I know needs to be binned. So I think I've got a whole load of beers here of Holly's. I have got some of Holly's stuff as well, but there's a lot of food here still, salads and that there's a little bit left that I need to bin. So we're going to go through, have a good tidy and see what I've actually got.
I'm still tired when I wake up, like my dream's still near. Snooze bottom, my best friend now. Get me away from here. I got plans, I got things to do. Gotta do my hours, do my hours. Why is everything so damn hard? Grey skies and rain clouds. I postpone everything, worrying about stupid things.
So it's looking a lot more organised now. We've got sort of drinks and stuff, sourdough. Holly made guacamole yesterday. This is garlic butter that I made up for the party last weekend. I haven't used it, so I'm going to make some garlic bread this week. That would be good to have with a dinner. I made dump cake yesterday, as you saw, so that's the leftovers. I'm sure Holly and Aid will eat that later. And then all that's left from the tinned fish are some pilchards. So Aid, we could have pilchards for lunch today. Tomatoes. We've got some fruit here I've defrosted, and then we've got pineapple that needs using, watermelon, And I must use that Fahe yogurt as well. And this is all the salady and the vegetables. And in the bottom there is cheese and stuff like that. So I feel like I know what we've got now, so I can make a good menu for the week. My waste this week is not impressive, I have to admit. Just found this on the top, some very dried ginger. Aid went into the office, picked up, had breakfast. He bought a couple of yogurt pots home, but then was stood in the office, weren't you, for ages. So I think, no, we're not going to risk those. That's left of my cauliflower. I've got some salad that's sadly gone over. It's definitely seen better days. Some salmon. I am so gutted. We didn't use it at the barbie, so I grilled it thinking I could freeze it then once it had been grilled because it had been defrosted before. Left it on the side when we went to bed because it was still warm. Meant to come back down to put it in the freezer and we forgot, and it had been left on the side overnight. So I'm so disappointed that's going to have to be binned. Again, I can't risk that. Just some fruit from the garden we've picked that hasn't been eaten. Sweet corn started to go really nasty, so that needs to go. And then these are what's left of the salads from the barbecue. A lot of couscous that didn't get eaten. So that is all sadly going in the bin this week. And now I'm going to go through things and make my menu for the week. Should we do tacos tomorrow? Or would you want the steak tomorrow? Or would you prefer to do that when the weather cools down? Yeah. Okay, we'll do tacos tomorrow then. So I don't think I need to go shopping this week. We're going to have tacos. Soft tacos with, I can do vegan ones, I can do chicken ones, just to please everybody. I'm going to make up some tomato sauce, and we're going to have a really easy spaghetti, tomato sauce and homemade garlic bread on Tuesday. And German potatoes and sausages. I've got vegan sausages and I've got normal sausages in the freezer. So we can have those. And Buddha bowls on Thursday, which is a great way to use up bits and pieces in the house. And we're out Friday for Holly's graduation. And then weekend, it's just Aid and I, so we're going to have something nice, I think. Again, use up bits and pieces in the freezer. So that is this week's shopping. And I don't think I actually need to go and spend anything. It's already after 2. I don't know where today's gone. I've been at my desk most of the day. I'm breaking away now, making some lunch. Haven't actually eaten yet today. We're going to have banana scramble and berries. And we're going to sit in the garden and have our banana scramble. So a little bit later, and I'm making dinner, and I'm also making that tomato sauce that I mentioned to you. So I thought I would just go through that with you. So I've got an onion, red onion, but you can use any, and 3 cloves of garlic. And I just want to just brown them up a little bit, sort of soften them is more the word. And I'm adding in loads of tomatoes as well. These are all going over in the fridge, and I've got half a yellow pepper as well that I'm going to throw in today. So I've got tonight's dinner on the go. I'm making that as well. And then I'm preparing the tomato sauce, which will be for a meal for Tuesday. I've got a really busy week planned with work, so it just helps me out if I can be organised. I've just taken a break from work to make dinner, so I may as well make other things as well while I'm doing it. And I'm prepping a loaf of bread for the week as well. Holly's called from work and they're giving away free potatoes at work, so I've changed tonight's meal. I was going to do some fajitas with wraps, but instead, because I've already got loads of potatoes, I am going to make wedges tonight instead. So I won't use the wraps and they can be used for another meal. So it's saving a little bit of money. Look how delicious that looks. That's cooked down so nice. And to the tomato mix, I'm going to add some Italian seasoning, onion and garlic, ground onion and garlic. And I'm going to add 1.5 tins of chopped tomato. The other half will be used in my fajita mix that I'm making. And to my tomato sauce, I'm adding a really, really good squirt of tomato paste. I have just filled up one of these tins with water. I might actually add another, I'll see how it goes, and or maybe half, and a little veggie stock pot. This is where the sauce is at the moment, still quite runny. I am going to whiz it down. I won't add any seasoning or anything yet until I've whizzed it down and given it the taste test first. And this is the sauce blended down. I added salt and pepper afterwards. Like I said, give it the taste test first. And I ended up with 1.5 teaspoons of caster sugar as well. Just to give it a little bit of a sweeter cook. It's a great sauce. Hide your vegetables in it. whiz it down. It's delicious, and that's Tuesday night's dinner sorted. And tonight I'm using up a load of potatoes that was seriously going over for wedgies, and a pan of fajitas. It's just onions, garlic, peppers, some tin tomatoes with a bit of fajita seasoning and some chicken. And then I've just popped the wedges on the bottom, the fajita mix on the top, and then the cheese. Time to finish off this vlog. It's been a tiring weekend. We were exhausted. I didn't finish it on that evening because we've just been so tired. It's really taken its toll on us this weekend, but we've had really good fun, really nice food. Loved hearing about Holly's adventures. Let us know if you've been to Portugal or you've been to Lisbon, the capital. We're really feeling like we need to do some city breaks and explore a little more, but we've had such a lovely time. And by the way, I will leave the name of that restaurant down below if anybody else is interested, because she absolutely loved it. But I also recommend shopping your larder, shopping your cupboard, shopping your freezer. Go through if you want to cut back and try and not shop so much. Sometimes you do need things. You need to get bread and milk, fresh foods, but try and shop your larder. Go through and see what you've got and plan your meals based on what you've already got. It really does save you money, and you'd be surprised sometimes what's at the back of your larder that you forgot you had. So I really recommend doing that, and it's actually quite fun as well. I hope you enjoyed hanging out with us this weekend. Thank you so much, and we look forward to seeing you next week. Take care, have a great week. Bye.